Okay, good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Before we start the pre-bid conference, first and foremost, the opening prayer to be led by our BAC Vice Chairman, the Chief of Quality Assurance Section, Engineer Manuel Tabinga.
Ako po'y manalangin ang Panginoon, mabuti na po'y kagalit pinasalamatan sa araw na ito sa mga resulto. Siya ang pagkakaluto ng kanyang kapalasugan, pangatawan sa mga kutsyan ng ito. Ang sasalamatan din po namin, ang lahat ng mga biyaya, pagkatawan at pagkakaluto sa amin sa pangaraw-araw ng Panginoon. Sa mga oras nito, pinakakas na namin gawain, Panginoon, kayo po ang una na nasasalan po namin ito, ang naayon po sa mga kalugan. Ibigin po namin ang pagkakatawad sa lahat ng mga pagkukulang at pagkakalat sa mga namin sa isip at sa salita. Muli, bumalik namin ang kakulian sa ngalan ni Jesus natin po ang ligtas.
Amen.
Good morning to all the viewers watching the pre-bid conference, live streaming at YouTube video and social media platform. The Bids and Awards Committee BAC meeting for today, June 24, 2024 is now called to order. May we request our Head Procurement Unit, our Head BAC Secretariat, Engineer Hernan Portales to please read the rules of attendance and the agenda of pre-bid conference.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Our attendance for today's meeting for the pre-bid conference of contract ID number 25GF0038 for goods and 25EF0120 to 25EF0122 for infrastructure. As I call your name, please acknowledge. Ma'am Maria P. Cayao, BAC member.
Present.
Ma'am Annabel Dizon, BAC member.
Present.
Sir Ronald Supanga, BAC member.
Present.
Sir Romel Cabanillas, BAC member.
Present.
Sir Manuel Tabinga, BAC Vice Chairman.
Present.
Sir Eugenio Arcaton, BAC Chairman.
Present.
All BAC members are present and therefore there is quorum. Likewise present, yours truly and Abelardo Tupas. Okay. Our agenda of pre-bid conference for contract ID number 25GF0038, supply and delivery of office equipment for use of DPWH Palawan 2nd District Engineering Office, Nara, Palawan. We have number 1, basic contract data. Number 2, requirements bidding documents. Number 3, documents to be submitted by the bidders, including technical and financial proposals. And number 4, criteria and procedure for preliminary examination of bids, detailed evaluation of bids called post-qualification and award. And number 5, questions, comments from bidders and replies of BAC and other representative of procuring entity. Number 6, summary of proceedings including bid bulletins, addenda to be issued. And number 7, other matters. For contract for our infra projects, we have 25EF0120, concreting of Barangay Malatgao FMR, Barangay Malatgao, Quezon, Palawan. 25EF0121, concreting of Barangay Tagusao FMR, Barangay Tagusao, Municipality of Quezon, Palawan. And 25EF0122, concreting of Barangay Bunog FMR, Barangay Bunog, Municipality of Jose P. Rizal, Palawan. Agenda of pre-bid conference. We have number 1, brief presentation, explanation by BAC of the following. Letter A, basic contract data including contract description, ABC duration, And letter B, we have requirements of bidding documents, including instruction to bidders, general conditions of contract, special conditions of contract, specifications, drawings, bill of quantities, and forms. And letter C, documents to be submitted by the bidders. Under that letter C, we have number 1, technical component envelope, and under that letter C number 1, we have Class A documents, legal documents, technical documents, financial documents, and Class B documents. For the letter C, under that we have number 2, financial component envelope, and under that number 2 we have letter A, financial bid form, letter B, bid prices and the BOQ, the letter C, detailed estimate, and letter D, cash flow by quarter. For the number 1 agenda, we have letter D, criteria and procedure for eligibility check, preliminary examination of bids, detailed evaluation of bids, post-qualification, and award. And number 2 agenda, we have questions, comments from bidders, and replies of BAC and other representatives of procuring entity. Number 3, summary proceedings, including supplemental bid bulletins to be issued. And number 4, other matters. That's all, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Sir Portales. May we request the Chief of Construction Section, Engineer Ronald Supangan, to please discuss the basic contract data for goods and infrastructure projects.
Good morning, Mr. Chairman, and to all the members. So, I will be discussing the basic contract data for these 4 projects scheduled for bidding on July 8, 2025. So, we have 4 projects, 1 under supplies and delivery of materials, and 3 projects under civil works. So, I will be discussing first the contract under supply and delivery of materials. So the contract ID is 25GEF0038. The contract name is Supply and Delivery of Office Equipment for use of DPWH Palawan 2nd District Engineering Office. This contract is located at Nara, Palawan. The ABC or the approved budget for the contract is 1,126,018 pesos. The book description for this contract, it is supply and delivery of office equipment. The expected delivery date or the contract duration is 30 calendar days. And the cost of bid docs is 5,000 pesos. So we now proceed for the projects and the civil works. These projects are all funded under FY 2025 GAA. These are all farm-to-market projects. So for the first contract ID 25EF0120, the contract name is Completing of Barangay Malagao, FMR. The contract location is at Malagao, Quezon, Palawan. The bid description for this contract, it is construction of road, 6.10 meters width, 230 mm thick Portland cement concrete pavement with polymer stabilized sub-base course. The works includes drainage and other miscellaneous structures. The ABC for this contract is 14,925,000 pesos. The contract duration is 85 calendar days. The cost of bidding documents is 25,000 pesos, and the pickup license requirement is small bill. For the next contract ID 25EF0121, the contract name is Concreting of Barangay Tagusao NMR, Barangay Tagusao. This contract is located at Municipality of Quezon, Palawan. The brief description: it is a construction of road, 6.10 meters width, 230 millimeters thick, Portland cement concrete pavement, including drainage and miscellaneous structures. The ABC for this contract is 14,925,000 pesos. The contract duration is 85 calendar days, and the cost of bidding documents is 25,000 pesos, and the pickup license requirement is small bid. For the last contract ID 25EF0122, the contract name is Concreting of Barangay Bunog FMR. The location of this contract is at Barangay Bunog, Municipality of Jose Rizal, Palawan. The brief description for the project: it is a construction of road, 6.10 meters width, 230 millimeter thick Portland cement concrete pavement with polymer stabilized sub-base course, including drainage and other miscellaneous structures. The ABC for this contract is 14,925,000 pesos. The contract duration is 85 calendar days. The cost of bidding documents is 25,000 pesos, and the pickup license requirement is small bid. So that's all, Mr. Chairman. Thank you.
Thank you, Engineer Subhana. May we request Madam Annabel Dizon to please discuss the documents to be submitted by the leaders.
Thank you, Chairman. The documents to be submitted by the bidders are the following. For Class A legal documents, we have number 1, valid field judge registration certificate, and it should be platinum membership, 3 pages. Make sure that the data entered in the list of eligibility requirements should be correct. And number 2, registration certificate from Securities and Exchange Commission, or SEC, Department of Trade and Industry, for sole proprietorship, or Cooperative Development Authority for cooperatives, or its equivalent document. And for number 3, PORs or business permit issued by the city or municipality where the principal place of business of the prospective bidders is located, or the equivalent document for exclusive economic zones or areas. And for number 4, tax clearance for per EO number 398 series 2005 as finally reviewed and approved by the Bureau of Internal Revenue. And for the technical documents, number 1, statement of the prospective bidders of all its ongoing government and private contracts, including contracts awarded but not yet started, if any, whether similar or not similar in nature and complexity to the contract to be bid. Number 2, statement of the bidders' single largest completed contract, or SLCC, similar to the contract to be bid, except under conditions provided for in sections 23.4.1.3 and 23.4.2.4 of the 2016 revised IRR of RA number 9184 within the relevant period as provided in the bidding documents. And number 3, Original copy of bid security, if in form of a surety bond, submit also a certification issued by the Insurance Commission, or original copy of notarized bid securing declaration. And for number 4, conformity with the technical specifications, which may include production delivery schedule, manpower requirements, and or after sales parts if applicable. And number 5, originally duly signed Omnibus Sworn Statement or OSS, and if applicable, the original notarized signatory certificate in case of a corporation, partnership, or cooperative, or original special power of attorney of all members of the joint venture, giving full power of authority to each officer to sign the OSS and do acts to represent the bidders. And for financial documents, number 1, the supplier's audited financial statements showing, among others, the supplier's total and current assets and liabilities stamped received by the BIR or its duly accredited and authorized institution for the preceding calendar year, which should not be earlier than 2 years from the date of bid submission. Number 2, the prospective bidder's computation of net financial contracting capacity or NFCC, or a committed line of credit from a universal or commercial bank in lieu of its NFCC computation. And for number 3, if applicable, a duly signed joint venture agreement in case of joint venture is already existence, or duly notarized statements from all the potential joint venture partners stating that they will enter into and abide by the provisions of the joint venture in the instant that the bid is successful. And other documentary requirements under RA 9184 as applicable. Number 1, for foreign bidders claiming by reason of their country extension or reciprocal rights of Filipinos, certifications from the relevant government office of their country stating that Filipinos are allowed to participate in government procurement activities for the same item or products. And for number 5, certification from the DTI if the bidder claims preference as a domestic bidder or domestic entity. And another requirement, the documents submitted should be in A4 size and should be hard-bounded, and it should also be paginated. That's all, Chairman.
Thank you, Madam Annabel Dizon. May we request Engineer Maria Pecayo to please discuss the documents to be submitted by the bidders for infrastructure projects.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
These are the documents to be submitted by the bidder, the technical component envelope and the financial component envelope. These are 3 copies, hard-bounded, originated, and signed by the bidder. 3 copies, one original, copy 1, and copy 2. For the Class A documents, the legal documents, number 1, the valid fuel chips registration certificate, platinum membership, 3 pages. Kailangan ito lahat ng mga documents ay updated. Number 2, registration certificate from Securities and Exchange Commission, Department of Trade and Industry for sole proprietorship or cooperative development authority for cooperatives or its original equivalent document. Number 3, mayor's or business permit issued by the city or municipality where the principal place of business of the prospective bidder is located, or the equivalent document for exclusive economic zones or areas. Number 4, tax clearance for Executive Order number 398 series of 2005 as finally reviewed and approved by the Bureau of Internal Revenue. For the technical documents, number 1, statement of the prospective bidder of all its ongoing government and private contracts, including contracts awarded but not yet started, if any, whether similar or not similar in nature and complexity to the contract to be bid. Number 2, statement of the bidder's single largest completed contract or SLCC similar to the contract to be bid, except under conditions provided under the rules. And number 3, the Philippine Contractors Accreditation Board or pickup license or special pickup license in case of joint ventures and registration for the type and cost of the contract to be bid. And number 4, original copy of this security in the form of surety bond, submit also a certification issued by the Insurance Commission, or original copy of the authorized bid security declaration. Number 5, project requirements, which shall include the following. Letter A, organizational chart for contract to be bid. Letter D, list of contractors, K personnel, project manager, project engineers, details engineer, and foreman to be assigned to the contract to be bid with their qualification and experience data. Letter C, list of contractors, major equipment units, which are owned, leased, or under purchase agreements, supported by proof of ownership or certification of availability of equipment from the equipment lessor or vendor for the duration of the project, as the case may be. Number 6, original duly signed omnibus term statement. Then statements yung SS natin. And if applicable, original notarized secretary's certificate in case of corporation, partnership, or cooperative, or original special power of attorney of all members of the joint venture, giving full power and authority to its officer to sign the OSS and do acts to represent the bidder. For the financial documents under the technical documents, number 1, prospective bidders audited financial statements showing, among others, the prospective bidders' total and current assets and liabilities, stamped received by the PIR of its accredited and authorized institutions for the preceding calendar year, which should not be earlier than 2 years from the date of bid submission. Number 2, prospective bidders' computation of net financial conducting capacity, or NFCC. For the Class B documents, if applicable, duly signed joint venture agreement in accordance with the RA 2154 and its IRR in case the joint venture is already in existence, or duly unauthorized statements from all the potential joint venture partners stating that they will enter into and abide by the provisions of joint venture agreement in the instance that the bid is successful. Any missing, incomplete, and patently insufficient document in the above-mentioned checklist is the ground for the outright rejection of the bid. For the financial documents, number 1 is the original, duly signed and accomplished financial bid form. Number 2, original or duly signed bid prices and bill of quantities. Number 3, duly signed detailed estimates form, including a summary sheet indicating the unit prices of construction materials, labor rates, and equipment rental used in coming up to the bid. Number 4 is the cash flow by quarter. Any missing, incomplete, or patently insufficient document in the above-mentioned checklist is a ground for the outright rejection of the bid. That's all, Mr. Chairman, for the documents to be submitted by the bidder.
Thank you, Engineer Kaya, for the information on the document submission by the bidders on civil works. May we request our Vice Chairman, the Chief of Quality Assurance Section, to please discuss the guidance in the preparation of bid proposals.
Good morning, everyone. For my guidance in the preparation of bid proposal. Number one, prospective bidders, contractors are advised to first register with the DPWH Civil Works application, CWE at the DPWH Procurement Service, 5th floor, DPWH building, Bonifacio Drive, Port Area, Manila. These those already registered shall keep their records current and updated. Contractors' eligibility to bid will be determined through electronics evaluation using the DPWH contract profile eligibility process. For Class E documents, the DPWH Procurement Manual 2016 and Department Order Number 117 Series of 2017 and under 23.1 revised IRR of E9184. Number two, bid submission will be done manually or electronically online. However, bidders should only select one mode of submission, either manual or electronic. Similar to the manual submission, the guidelines for the preparation and submission of an electronic bid are contained in the bidding documents. Bid must be duly received by the back secretariat throughout the office address indicated in the bidding documents for manual submission or the Detroit Palawan, DPWH.gov.ph for electronic submission. Number three, bidders shall likewise submit their bids through their duly authorized license officer with valid ID, as listed in the contractor's information or their CRC for sole proprietorship company. Original authorized special power of attorney, SP, with its contract specific, and presentation of the valid identification issued by government institution or corporation company. Original notarized secretary certificate and or board resolution which is specific, and presentation of the valid identification issued by the government institution. Number four, the prospective bidders must have completed a single largest completed contract, SLCC, that is similar to the contract to be bid and cost value adjusted to current prices using the Philippine Statistics Authority Consumer Prices Index. Must be at least 50% of the approved budget for the contract ABC to be bid pursuant to the DO number 117 series of 2017. Number 5, bidders are required to submit original receipt for payment of bidding documents before drafting of bids. For joint ventures agreement, prospective bidders, contractors are required to submit include the bid special pick-up license and duly notarized statements from all the potential joint venture partners stating that they will intend and abide the provision of GBE in the stance that their bid is successful and furnish copies of said documents to the back prior to the submission of bids needed for eligibility processing. Number 7, key personnel required. The new experience required for the key personnel are the following: project manager, number personnel 1, at least 5 years experience and 3 relevant experience. Same position several works. Project manager 1, experience 5 and relevant experience was 3. Materials in year 1, at least 3 years experience and 3 relevant experience. Instruction for 1, 3 years experience and 3 relevant experience. Safety health officer, 1. Lead cost screening. Assigned project engineer must be complying to the DO number 148 series of 2024 guidelines of the accreditation of assignment of contractors and consultants project engineers. Copy of that book. Only accredited project engineers may be assigned to the DPWH project. Project engineer 2, classification. Project engineer 2, limits of assignment, testing. 10 contracts located within the same region for simultaneous assignments, but with an aggregate cost of 1.5 billion. Project engineer 1, 10 contracts located within the same region for simultaneous assignment is costing not more than 150 million, but with an aggregate cost of 1 billion. Professional project engineer, 10 contracts located with the same region for simultaneous assignment is cost not more than 100 million, but with an aggregate cost of 500 million. Accredited safety officer, subject to the DO 19/2014 submission of construction safety officer program approved by the Department and Employment body. First aider with certificate of training issued by Red Cross in compliance to the requirements for the approval of construction safety and health program. Subject to the DO 98 series of 2014. Submission of construction safety and health program approved by the Department of Labor Employment. The key personnel should meet the following numbers of years work experience. The experience must be totally civil works in any nature of construction, engineering, consultancy services. Include the tax and identification number of the key personnel, compliance of the DO 19 of 2016, revised guidelines of the accreditation of contractors, consultants, materials engineers, include the contract number of the materials engineer. The organizational chart list of contractor personnel together with their qualification and experience data must be submitted as specified in the technical. Number 8, the major equipment requirements see because for the income of the leadership in the prospective vendors constructors are likewise required for the inclusion of minimum lateral testing equipment in the technical component of the bid in compliance with the DO number 11 series of 2017. Superseding DO number 80 series of 1990 and all other issuance. The bidders shall state their bids in complete technical description of their equipment, whether on or list, such as but that limited to the engine number, year, model, chassis number, plate number, and capacity, including the particular place or site where the equipment are located. The proper ownership of equipment requirements are copies of current LTU of official receipt and certificate of registration of the equipment which should attach together with the affidavit of ownership. In case of this equipment, this contract affidavit commitment should be submitted. The reason will ask the pledger of the equipment, stating that the equipment will be available for the whole duration of the project. The purchase of agreement description of the equipment to be purchased as brand, model, type of equipment, motor number, body number, and the capacity be indicated in the document, otherwise the BAC will not honor the parties the agreement and the bidder will not declared as non-compliant. For the batching plan, it should be which accredited the Department Order number 253 series of 2003 accreditation of asphalt and Portland cement concrete batching plan, stating that only asphalt and concrete mix of the highest quality will be used in public works and highways, and number 4 series of 2004. Amended to the deal number 253 series of 2003. All documents in support of ownership equipment, please. And other documents photocopied from the judge shall be legibly readable and will be authenticated as needed during the post-qualification process. Polarity, Department Order number 58 series of 2012 dated August 29, 2012, further provide enclosure of material data on the pledge of equipment bidder, requiring the bidder contractor to fully comply with the contract minimum equipment requirement as prescribed in the bid documents. A complete technical description of the pledge equipment, whether on list as not limited by the number of years or the chassis number required the state that bid documents particular placed on site when the equipment are located, provided for under Department Order number 09 series of 2012. That failure to comply with this requirement shall result in the bidder's automatic post-disqualification for award and forfeiture of its security.
Thank you, Engineer Tabina. May we request our Chief Maintenance Section, Engineer Roman Cabanillas, to please discuss the OSS, the POSCOA, and the other pertinent issues and requirements.
Good morning, Mr. Chairman. Good morning, board members. There are continuous guide and the preparation of bid proposal. Number 9, omnibus sworn statement by the prospective bidder in its authorized representative in the board prescribed by the GPPB that a sworn statement in accordance with Section 25.3 of the 2016 revised IRR of RA 9184 using this prescribed form must be complied. That the 10 items could be presented in just one sworn statement, omnibus sworn statement. Number 10, if at the time of the post-qualification procedure, the BAC verifies that any of the deficiencies is due to the contractor's fault or negligence pursuant to Section 34.3 B, close parenthesis I and close parenthesis 2 of the 2016 revised implementing rules and regulations of the Republic Act number 9184 for 2016 RIRR of RA 9184. The procuring entity shall disqualify the contractor from the award without any right to reimburse fees and incidental costs paid for the procurement of infrastructure. Contract subject of the bid is consonance with DO number 127 series of 2018, with subject strict application of RA 9184, the conduct of post-qualification of bidders with the lead on ongoing contracts with the DPWH, and further, the contractor shall adhere to the provision of Section 4.2 Appendix 17 of the 2016 revised IRR of RA 9184. Number 12, three strike policy. DO 28 series of 2024 in order to establish a fair and transparent system for managing offenses committed by bidders in the procurement of infrastructure, goods, and consulting services, project through public bidding, the Department of Public Works and Highway hereby introduced an updated three strikes policy. The policy is aimed at enforcing adherence to the procurement guidelines stipulated under Section 69.1 of the 2016 revised implementing rules and regulations of Republic Act RE 9184. Other pertinent issues and requirements for prospective bidders and contractors are advised to take note of the contents of invitation to bid and the notes stated in the last page of bid data sheets of the bidding documents, among others to it. All pages must be numbered paginated consecutively at top hand right margin. Each page signed by bidder below page number and the total number of bids must be indicated in the covering page and signed by the duly authorized representative. All sets of documents, financial and technical envelopes must be properly book-bounded authorized representative. All sets of documents, financial and technical envelopes must be properly bounded pursuant to DO number 90 series of 2002. That any missing, incomplete, or patently insufficient document and the above mentioned requirements is a ground for outright rejection of the bid. Each bidder contractor should submit one original of the one copy of the first and second envelopes components of each bid. Use checklists of the technical financial envelopes attached in Section 1X bidding forms and shall be included as first page of the book bounding of its envelopes with here leaving the bill of its checklist. The DPWH Palawan 2nd District Engineering Office, Nara, Palawan, reserves the right to reject any all bids, declare a failure of bidding, or not award the contract, without incurring any liability or obligation to the affected bidders in accordance with the provision of Section 41 of 2016 revised of RE 9184. All discussion, presentation about stated and posted bidding documents may be subject to amendment, clarification through the issuance of supplemental or bid bulletin. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Engineer Cabanillas. There are ID officer, kindly verify if there are questions from the bidders at the chat box.
There's none, sir.
Okay, noted. For the summary of proceedings, the BAC chairman will convene the Bids and Awards Committee members to conduct the bid opening of the following activities. The first activity is the preliminary examination of the technical component, followed by preliminary examination of financial component, and finally, the announcement of the result by reading the abstract bids. Sir Portales, do we have supplemental bid bulletins issued?
As of this date, none, sir, but we are ready to post it when we have that bid bulletin.
Noted. This ends our pre-bid conference. The BAC meeting is now adjourned.